Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.
Welcome to Nilfisk University, where excellence is obtained through active learning. Welcome to the care and use lesson for the SC750 and SC800 walk-behind automatic scrubber. As you can guess from this title, we'll be covering how to use these machines and how to care for them. This course is not intended to replace the operator's manual that ships with the machine. Please read, understand, and follow all safety, maintenance, and operating instructions in that manual. Doing so will help ensure years of safe operation and optimum performance from the machines. After completing this course, the learner shall be able to describe 3 items that should be inspected before operating the machine. Describe how to fill the machine with water and detergent. List the steps necessary to start the scrubbing function. Identify each item on the control panel and describe what each does. Describe what integrated brush pressure and solution flow rate means. List 3 cleaning modes available on machines equipped with EcoFlex. List the 3 ways the burst of power feature increases cleaning power. Describe how to change the detergent ratio programmed into the machine. List 2 items to be inspected and cleaned before storing the machine. And last of all, list 3 maintenance items that should be checked weekly. Before one can begin using the machine, it has to be prepared for use. Let's start from the very beginning by turning on the light in the room in which the machine is stored. The first thing you should see is the machine parked with the recovery tank open, the battery charger plugged into the machine, the pad drivers or brushes laying nearby, and the squeegee hanging on the back of the machine. This is how the machine should have been left after it was used last. The first step is to unplug the battery charger. If the machine is equipped with an onboard charger, the charger cord should be stored using the convenient cord wrap on the back of the machine. During charging, the recovery tank should be left open for air circulation. Now the recovery tank can be lowered to its normal operating position. The next step is to inspect the pads or brushes. These should have been rinsed the last time the machine was used, so they should be relatively clean and free from any large debris. Inspect the pads or brushes for wear and determine if there is enough brush or pad life for the scrubbing you are about to complete. And if not, replace the pads or brushes as needed. Also make sure you have the correct pad or brush type for the scrubbing that needs to be performed. Rev machines feature a fixed pad driver with hook material on the bottom of the pad driver. To install a pad, simply slide the pad under the deck and lift it up and press it onto the hook material. Do not remove the center section of the pad. When using the machine to remove floor finish, install a new red pad and then attach the double-sided Velcro, which is an option for the machine. Now the maroon pad could be attached to the red pad. The maroon pad should never be attached directly to the pad driver. This will damage the pad driver and it will have to be replaced. To install the rev brush, follow the same procedure, but now the brush is going to be attached with threaded inserts. Lift the brush up and line up the fasteners on the brush with threaded inserts on the pad driver and attach it. For disc machines, remove the skirt assembly by unlatching the front latch and slide each skirt assembly to the side. The machine uses a heavy-duty industrial 3-lug system. Align the lugs with the holes in the clutch plate and lift upward, and with a quick motion, click the brush or pad driver into place. Note that on each side of the machine, the brush is rotated backwards or towards the outside of the machine to install it. Slide each skirt assembly towards the center of the machine and latch the front latch. On cylindrical machines, remove the end plate assembly using the tool-free black knob and install the brushes, and then reattach each end plate. Inspect the debris hopper and empty it if it has debris in it. Make sure the recovery tank is empty. Check the ball float cage and make sure it's clean and the ball moves freely. A clip on each side of the cage has to be opened to remove the ball float cage. Inspect the debris catch cage if equipped and make certain it is empty as well. Then inspect the rear squeegee blade to make sure that they are ready for use and aren't torn or nicked. The machine features a 4-sided squeegee blade that has 4 working edges, so the blade can be flipped end for end and flipped top to bottom to expose a fresh working edge, all without tools. If all 4 edges are damaged, a new squeegee blade is needed. Attach the squeegee to the machine with the 2 thumb nuts and attach the squeegee hose. Do not over-tighten the squeegee as it is designed to break away if it hits an object within your building. We are now ready to fill the machine with water. Open the solution fill port and fill the machine with clean, pure water. Hot or warm water cleans better, but the water temperature should not exceed 130 degrees Fahrenheit. If the machine is equipped with an onboard detergent system or EcoFlex, fill the machine with pure water only. If an outboard detergent dilution system is used, like a wall mount station, fill the machine from this device. If bulk detergent is to be mixed in the tank, fill the machine 1/3 the way with water, then add detergent, and fill the machine until it is full. In all cases, fill the machine so the solution level is 2 to 3 inches below the fill port. The machine has a 21-gallon capacity. On EcoFlex machines, fill the machine with clean water and then inspect the EcoFlex detergent cartridge. Verify the correct detergent is in the cartridge and there is enough detergent in the tank to complete the scrubbing task at hand. We are now ready to transport the machine to the area to be cleaned. Turn on the machine using the key and verify that the machine has enough battery power to complete the scrubbing task at hand. You can see this by using the control panel battery gauge. The machine is controlled using the safety paddle system and a maximum speed control potentiometer. The potentiometer sets the maximum speed for both forward and reverse. Set the potentiometer about halfway between the slowest and fastest speed. The safety paddle system controls the direction and speed of the machine. Push the paddle forward to go forward and backward to go backward. The safety paddle system gives you variable speed control, meaning that the farther the paddle is pressed, the faster the machine will travel until the maximum speed is reached, which again was set with the maximum speed potentiometer. The ST machines again feature a maximum speed control potentiometer, however they're controlled a little bit differently. On each side of the handle is a palm switch that engages the drive motor. These palm switches are not variable speed, they are simply on and off switches. Again, set the speed control at its middle position and press either the left or the right or both palm switches to go forward. To go in reverse, the small white reverse switch located on the top of the handlebar must be pressed while one of the palm switches is also pressed. Preparing the machine for use is the same for both the standard and ST machines. However, using the machines and the functions of the control boards are very different, so I'll cover them individually. I'll start by first describing the control board of the standard machine and then move on to the ST machine. The standard machine control board is equipped with a graphical display that shows at a quick glance some of the key information needed by the operator. Right in the center is the liquid level sensor that shows the user how much clean water remains in the solution tank in 5 increments: full, 3/4 full, half full, quarter full, or empty. This can be useful to determine if the machine needs to be refilled before moving on to another area to be scrubbed. The battery gauge shows the amount of charge remaining in the battery pack. On EcoFlex machines, the current detergent dilution ratio is shown on the display. The hour meter shows how many hours the machine has been used for scrubbing. And the machine has a complete diagnostic system, so any problems with the machine will be shown on the display with an error code. Under the recovery tank is a decal that gives some basic troubleshooting advice should an error occur. To begin scrubbing with the machine, press and hold the solution on-off switch with the deck in the up position. This will dispense water to the floor to pre-wet the brushes and the floor, helping to prevent any donuts. The best practice to prevent any damage to the floor when starting or stopping scrubbing is to have the machine in motion slightly, then press the scrub on and off switch. To make the standard and ST machines simple to use, they feature true one-touch scrubbing. The press of a single button both starts and stops the scrubbing function. The button is color-coded with both the green and red border, which makes it really easy to use. Everyone knows that green means go and red means stop. To start scrubbing, press the true one-touch scrub button, which will lower the deck to the floor and prepare all systems for use. Then lower the rear squeegee. Depressing the safety paddle forward will start the actual scrubbing function. The machine will move forward, water will begin to flow, the brushes will begin to spin, and the vacuum will turn on. To pause scrubbing, release the paddle, and the machine, solution flow, and brushes will all stop. The vacuum will stop after a 10-second delay to help clear any remaining water from the vacuum hose and prevent it dripping back on the clean floor. To stop scrubbing, simply press the one-touch scrub button again and the scrub deck will lift from the floor and the vacuum will shut off after a 10-second delay. Then raise the rear squeegee. You can easily adjust the cleaning power of the machine because it features integrated scrub pressure and solution flow rate control. Advance has taken the guesswork out of scrubbing through smart engineering. We've calibrated the correct combination of brush pressure and solution flow rate to clean regular and extreme soil loads on the floor. Regular scrub is indicated by one scrub pressure LED and one solution flow rate LED. To clean extreme soil loads, you need extreme pressure and more water. Extreme scrub is indicated by lighting both scrub pressure LEDs and two solution flow rate LEDs. Now let's see how easy it is to change and adapt the scrub power to the varying soil loads on the floor. To change from regular scrub to extreme scrub and back again is very simple. Simply press the scrub increase switch to increase cleaning power. When this is done, both the scrub pressure and the solution flow rate increase simultaneously. To decrease cleaning power and return to regular scrub mode, press the scrub decrease switch and the lowest scrub pressure and solution flow rate LEDs will now be lit. Because Advance uses smart engineering and integrated scrub pressure and the solution flow rate for you to clean different soil loads on the floor, there's seldom a need to adjust the solution flow rate independently. If the solution flow rate does need to be adjusted, it's simply a matter of pressing the solution flow rate increase switch or the solution flow rate decrease switch. Just like turning scrubbing on and off, you can also turn the water on and off. Pressing this button will turn the water either on or off. The next two slides are for those machines equipped with the advanced EcoFlex system. If the machine is not equipped with the EcoFlex, the detergent on-off switch in the EcoFlex switch will not be active. The EcoFlex system is a flexible cleaning solution that meets all of your floor cleaning needs from green to clean. EcoFlex allows the use of plain water whenever and wherever possible for the lowest cost to clean with zero environmental impact from chemicals. EcoFlex has an ultra-low detergent dispensing mode that enhances the natural cleaning power of water while minimizing detergent costs and the environmental impact from chemicals. EcoFlex gives you the flexibility to clean with detergent at full strength if that's required. And on top of all that, there's a burst of cleaning power at your fingertips for tough soils found in smaller areas to clean. Now let's see how easy it is to clean from green to clean. Cleaning with plain water. Every advanced scrubber with an onboard detergent system has a detergent on-off switch. This gives you the flexibility to turn detergent off and clean with plain water, or turn detergent on and increase the cleaning performance, and it's all done with the touch of a button. Cleaning with an ultra-low detergent ratio. Some areas might require a bit more cleaning power than pure water can deliver. Water cleans pretty well, but using a little bit of detergent enhances the natural cleaning power of water and makes it a more powerful cleaner. In most cases, when detergent is turned on, the machine will dispense at a ratio of 400 to 1. This is the ultra-low detergent mode. 400 to 1 will be shown in the graphical display. Cleaning with full-strength detergent. Switching to full-strength detergent for the heaviest of soil loads on the floor is very easy. Press and hold the EcoFlex switch for 2 seconds. You'll see the ratio change on the graphical display from 400 to 1 to the ratio that's been programmed into the machine. You'll also see the EcoFlex LED be extinguished. Note that the machine will continue to dispense at the ratio that's programmed into the machine until the EcoFlex switch is pressed again. So how does one take advantage of this flexibility? Well, let's take scrubbing a high school as an example. Many areas in a school are simply being damp mopped with the machine. In these areas, take advantage of cleaning with plain water for the lowest cost to clean with zero environmental impact from chemicals. When the machine approaches a slightly dirtier area, turn detergent on. When encountering a severe dirty area like a cafeteria, press and hold the EcoFlex switch and clean with full-strength detergent strength. After the cafeteria is cleaned, one can switch back to the ultra-low detergent cleaning mode or go back to plain water. Some follow a cleaning routine where the school is scrubbed Tuesday and Thursday with plain water or in the ultra-low detergent mode, and then cleaned Monday, Wednesday, and Friday using full-strength detergent. A cleaning schedule like this will reduce the overall detergent consumption, saving money and the environment. Now let's see how the burst of power makes spot cleaning in areas super easy. EcoFlex provides the flexibility needed to clean from green to clean. The flexibility to clean green and in the most environmentally responsible way by using plain water. The flexibility to use detergent sparingly for slightly dirtier areas and to engage full-strength detergent only where and only when it's needed. Now let's look at the flexibility the burst of power feature brings us. For smaller, dirtier areas, the operator can easily and temporarily increase the cleaning power of the machine for 60 seconds by simply pressing a single button. This can be used to call up additional cleaning power when needed, such as when cleaning up the spill that has now dried onto the floor, or maybe the front entryway to a hospital has become extra dirty and more cleaning power is needed to get it clean. The burst of power temporarily increases cleaning power for 60 seconds in 3 ways. It increases the detergent strength to full detergent strength. It increases brush pressure 1 level, and it increases the solution flow rate by 1 level. During this timed interval, the LED on the switch will blink. It blinks slowly at first for the first 50 seconds, and then blinks fast for the last 10 seconds, indicating the burst of power will soon end. After 60 seconds, the machine automatically reverts back to the original detergent dilution ratio, brush pressure, and solution flow rate prior to engaging the burst of power. One thing to note is that to clean a dirtier area, we all know that more detergent, brush pressure, and solution is needed. That being the case, if the operator was cleaning with plain water, tapping the burst of power button will turn detergent on for the 60-second period, and then it will turn detergent off again after the burst of power has expired. I mentioned it a few times that the machine will dispense detergent at a full strength detergent ratio, or the ratio that's programmed into the machine, rather than 400:1. It does this by either pressing and holding the EcoFlex switch for 2 seconds, or when scrubbing with the burst of power function. Now let's look at how the full strength detergent ratio is programmed into the machine. Every manufacturer of auto scrubber approved detergent will provide a suggested dilution ratio. Some state it as a ratio such as 128:1, or they'll state it in ounces per gallon, such as 1 ounce per gallon. Some may even use a percentage, like 0.8%. The first step is to know the suggested dilution ratio. If it's stated right on the label, great. If not, look at the suggested ounces per gallon or percentage and cross-reference that to a ratio. Now that we know that ratio, we can program the machine. With the machine on, turn detergent off using the detergent on-off switch. Press and hold the detergent on-off switch for 2 seconds. At this point, the detergent LED will begin to flash, indicating you've entered the change mode. Now tap the detergent on-off switch and watch the graphical display toggle through the available dilution ratios. Stop and release the on-off switch once the desired ratio is displayed, and after 2 seconds, the ratio selected is locked into the machine. It couldn't be easier. Now let's look at the last 2 switches located on the standard machine's control panel. The first is the click-off brush switch. With the deck in the up position, pressing this button will cause the brushes to spin momentarily and then stop abruptly. This will dislodge the brushes or pad drivers from the clutch plate. This makes it super easy to remove the brushes and allows you to grab the clean top side of the brush or pad rather than the dirty underside. The vacuum wand switch is used to either use the machine as a large wet vacuum or to use the optional off-file wand. In some cases, such as a flood from a broken water pipe, or just to pick up water on the floor, the machine can be used as a large wet vacuum, and either the rear squeegee can be used, or the optional scrub and vacuum tool can be used to pick up water from the floor. Pressing the vacuum wand on-off switch will turn the vacuum motor either on or off. Now I'd like to take a moment to talk specifically about machine setup and use when using the Rev version to remove floor finish. When using the machine to remove floor finish, there are a couple things to keep in mind. First of all, use only the lowest solution setting. Excessive water usage can make the pads very wet and heavy, and this is harder on the machine and could prematurely cause issues with the pad driver. When removing floor finish, we always want to be in the heaviest or in the extreme pressure setting for the best results. The results on the floor are directly related to speed. Going as slow as possible will deliver the best results. I normally recommend starting at the slowest speed, checking the results on the floor, and then gradually increase speed to find the best trade-off and compromise between floor finish removal and productivity. You should also note that when making left-hand turns, the gap between the pad drivers increases, and this will leave a small area between the pads where floor finish has not been removed. I normally recommend that an area to be edged is done counterclockwise around the room. Then make a clockwise pass around the room, removing floor finish that was left behind in each area where a left-hand turn was made. Another ideal solution is to use the FM800 orbital floor machine to edge and to take care of corners and areas of the room that the machine could not reach. Now we'll focus on the ST machine operation and control board. The ST machines have a simplified control board with 3 simple toggle switches and a battery gauge. In the center is the true one-touch scrub switch, which turns scrubbing on and off just like on the standard machine. It controls the integrated scrub pressure and solution flow rate to clean regular or extremely dirty floors. Pressing the top of the toggle switch turns scrubbing on, and once scrubbing is on, changes the scrub mode from regular scrub to extreme scrub. If in the extreme scrub, pressing the bottom side of the toggle switch returns the machine to regular scrub mode. If the machine is in regular scrub mode, pressing the bottom side of the toggle switch turns scrubbing off. The right switch controls the solution flow rate. Press the top side of the toggle switch to increase the solution flow rate and the bottom side to decrease the solution flow rate or turn it off. To the far left is the switch that turns either the vacuum on and off. And the battery gauge shows how much battery power remains in the machine. To start scrubbing, press the green scrub on toggle switch to lower the scrub head to the floor. Lower the rear squeegee to the floor. Pressing either palm switch will cause the machine to move forward, water to be dispensed, and the brushes will begin to turn, and the vacuum will turn on. To pause scrubbing, simply release both palm switches and the solution flow rate and brushes will stop. The vacuum will stop after a 10-second delay to help clear the vacuum hose and squeegee of any remaining water. The machine can easily be adjusted to clean regular or extremely dirty floors. While in the regular scrub mode, simply press the top side of the scrub switch to engage extreme scrub pressure and increase the solution flow rate. Pressing the bottom side of the scrub switch will return the machine to regular scrub mode. Pressing the switch again will stop the scrubbing function. Eventually the solution tank will run dry and the recovery tank will become full. Both the standard and ST machines have a ball float valve that protects the vacuum motor from ingesting water. Once the ball float valve activates, the vacuum motor pitch will change to a much higher pitch sound. When the recovery tank is full, transport the machine to a suitable location to empty it and refill the machine as required. After using the machine for a while, one of two things may happen. The first is that the battery becomes depleted and the machine must be recharged. When this happens, the battery gauge will indicate the batteries need to be recharged and all scrubbing functions will cease. The machine stops scrubbing when the battery pack has become depleted, but the transport function does not. This means you will always have plenty of battery power to transport the machine to the area to empty it and also back to the charging station. The other thing that may occur is that all areas of the facility that need scrubbing are now scrubbed and clean and the machine is ready to be put away until it's needed again. Just like we learned earlier about preparing the machine for scrubbing, we are now going to do the opposite procedure and prepare the machine for storage. The first thing to do is to empty the recovery tank and rinse it out thoroughly to remove any and all debris from the tank. While you're at it, rinse off the ball float cage and make sure it's cleaned off. Remove the debris catch cage, empty it, and rinse it out if the machine is so equipped. Remove the vacuum fan filter and clean it off. The filter is washable. Once done, set it on the holder to dry out. Now you can rinse off the squeegee and inspect it to make sure the blades are not ripped or torn. If they need to be changed or replaced, do that now. Hang the squeegee on the integrated squeegee hanger. Remove the brush deck skirts on the disc machine and take off the brushes or pad drivers and rinse them off and remove any large debris that may be present. Inspect the pads or brushes and see if the pads need to be changed or flipped, and see if the brushes need to be replaced. If they do, do that now and set them aside to dry. If you have a cylindrical machine, remove the brushes and inspect them for any large debris and rinse them off and set them aside to dry. Remove the hopper from behind the scrub deck, empty it, and rinse that too. Lift up the recovery tank into its storage position. Now you can plug the battery pack into the charger and charge the batteries for the next person who needs to use the machine. It's also a good idea to take a wet rag and clean off the exterior of the machine. And remember, turn off the light when you leave the room. Besides daily maintenance, there's also maintenance required periodically. Once a week, one should check the water level of each battery cell and add distilled water as needed. The machine should not be charged if the plates are not underwater. Before charging, inspect the cells and make sure none of the plates are exposed. If they are, then add just enough water to cover the plates, but do not fill the cell all the way up until the machine is fully charged. If the machine is fully charged, then add water so it touches the bottom of the fill tube in each cell. Do not fill the cell all the way to the top of the battery. Inspect and clean the solution filter, and purge the EcoFlex system with plain warm water. The machine should be lubricated monthly. Monthly, the battery pack should be equalized. Equalizing the battery pack ensures each cell is at its maximum charge potential for maximum runtime. This is done by fully charging the machine and then unplugging it. After a minute or two, plug the machine back in to charge it again, and repeat this one more time. After 1 year or 300 hours, the carbon brushes and the vacuum motor should be inspected for wear. After 1 year or 500 hours, the carbon brushes for both the drive motor and the scrub motor should be inspected for wear. Refer to the operator's manual or an authorized advanced service center on lubrication and carbon brush inspection and replacement.
Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.